So first of all, welcome everybody to Threatcop Velocity 2026. So in this session, let's talk about what you are actually going to sell this year. And what you are about to see is not an update. It's not a patch release. What it is basically what Threatcop has shipped in last 4 months has been fundamentally a different product stack. And every single capability, what you are going to see, translates into a larger proposal, stronger renewal, or whatever you can say. And partners who had been selling these modules or in customer meeting are telling us the same thing. This is not a marketing, rather this is more of a deal velocity. So keep one question in your head for the next 20 minutes or so. Where does this feature go in my next customer proposal? Because this is exactly the frame I want you to carry in every chapter. So before I jump into those expansion paths, I just want to cover a small Threatcop stack, which you can, because if you know the stack completely, you can expand it intelligently during your conversations. So number one, TSAT and TLMS, which has been the software core, and people have been selling across. So what we have brought in is multi-vector simulations, where in phishing, SMS, WhatsApp, QR, ransomware, multiple simulations has been there, powered by customization, AI-powered customizations, where role-based specific templates, role-based attacks can be modulated across the organization. Now today, we are also talking on EVS, Employee Vulnerability Score, where it gives you data-driven risk insights by department, by role, or by the attack vector. Over and above that, our Threatcop enriched library, TLMS library, which has around 1800 plus content, starting with videos, infographics, games, wallpapers, posters, and over and above that, 40 to 50 plus content gets uploaded every month. So it's not a static library, it's more of a dynamic library. And one of the stats which I would like to present here is 1 million plus people are getting trained over this tool every month. Today, we are not limited to a particular region. So we have content in terms of Middle East, South or Southeast Asia, and in terms of simulations, in terms of probably I can say executive reports. And the best thing, you don't have to wait for the platform or for the implementation. It's just 48 hours, the platform would be live. So that saves a lot of time for you. And then second part which comes into simulation is the virtual gamification or the role-based gamification. So when we talk of role-based gamification, it's more of involving playing with respect to the finance department, HR departments, which are non-tech departments. So we continue having various games across various departments, based with respect to various game roles, and over and above that, giving you the organization leaderboard with real-time department rankings across the whole organization, and it is visible to each and every one. So everybody knows where they stand. And then third part which comes into this is the physical activities or the escape rooms, which is more of involved doing a physical activity at the premises of the client. So with that, the three expansion paths, what I want to talk around, which are producing the highest deal values in the partner network right now, is number one, the phishing simulator or the TSAT tool. So run a free simulation, show it to the CISO, click the data click the data by department, role, everything, and talk to him and say, here is what TSAT's role-based training has done to that number, and in the next 60 days, this will be the change. And this is not a pitch. This is what you are talking on a data-backed proposal. And then part 2 or 3, whatever we can say, in terms of TSAT and TPIR, along with that bundle with full PSM and AI modules, the one TSAT is running, the employee vulnerability score, which comes up with the people risk score moving, TPIR capturing those movements. From there, you can show the board-ready numbers and start talking around AI wishing, journey-based simulation, AI Studio, which my colleague will be talking around. And that sets up your multi-year account. So with that, I would like to hand over to Sushant. Yeah, Sushant, all over to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sushant, as Anurag mentioned. and today I'll be covering AI-enabled features we have. So, a few years ago, the biggest cybersecurity concern for most enterprises was employees clicking on phishing emails or fake links. And for that, organizations relied on awareness training, phishing simulations, and completion rate dashboards. For a while, that worked very well, but attackers evolved with the time and technologies, right? And today, attacks are no longer limited to just emails. Attackers are using, WhatsApp, SMS, voice calls, and multiple communication channels to target employees. But most of the traditional awareness platforms still rely on static templates, one-time phishing campaigns, and simple click rate reporting. And that's the gap we are solving. Instead of just tracking clicks, we are using AI-driven simulation and behavioral intelligence to measure how employees actually respond to modern social engineering attacks. Now, let me walk you through some of the AI-powered capabilities we have. Here comes the first one, AI phishing simulation. As we all know, phishing or voice phishing, it's an attack using phone calls to trick people to get sensitive information. And what is AI phishing? When attackers use AI to make scam calls more realistic, right? So, what we have and how it works, I'll give you a brief. So, let's say employees may receive a phishing email or SMS asking them to call a support number. When they call, they interact with a real-time AI voice agent, right? Not a pre-recorded IVR system or any pre-recorded clip. The AI agent personality can be configured as IT manager, HR, finance, or an internal employee. It can speak naturally, ask questions, create urgency, and simulate real social engineering attack. The platform then tracks employee responses, engagement, and shared information, which helps to measure real human behavior and identify security awareness gaps, and which is very important. Now, let me just give you a quick demo. Team, can you please just play the demo? Ratan? So we will demonstrate how it works actually.
This is the phishing email template that will be received by the victim. Now configure the AI conversation. The welcome prompt is an instruction given to the AI defining what to ask and how to communicate. The system prompt is an instruction given to the AI defining its role and behavior. Once finished, click Create Campaign. During campaign creation, you can view your remaining subscription minutes. Each call consumes minutes based on duration. Now click Run Campaign to initiate it. User initiates the call, and the AI-powered voice agent attempts to extract confidential information. Go to campaign results to see which users were compromised. This shows that the user was compromised after sharing their employee ID with the AI agent. You can also view the call transcript between the user and the AI agent. This demonstrates how AI-driven phishing can compromise users and why awareness matters.
Thank you, team. Now, second, we have AI Awareness Manager 2.0. In the previous version of 1.0 of AI Awareness Manager, we focus on insights. Admin could ask questions, retrieve reports, and view campaign analytics. It was useful, but still operationally limited because everything had to be manually configured and executed. With the new version 2.0, the AI Awareness Manager does not just provide insights, it actually performs actions. For example, an admin can simply type, launch a phishing campaign for finance team with medium difficulty using an Arabic template scheduled for Monday. The AI understands the intent and automatically configures the campaign, selects the template, applies the target group, schedules it, and launches the simulation. So instead of navigating on dashboard and filling multiple forms, admin can now launch simulation, create awareness campaign, generate reports, and retrieve analytics all through natural language. This significantly reduces operational effort, especially for small security team and partners who are managing multiple customer environment. The third one is AI Studio. As we know, one of the biggest challenge in awareness training is language barrier. That's the problem AI Speech Studio solves through AI-powered speech localization. And the end user can study the training content or material in their native language for better understanding of the topic. Organizations can take any awareness video from TLMS library and automatically generate voiceover in different languages using AI. The visuals remain the same. Only voice layer changes. The transcript is editable, and any text update instantly regenerate the AI voice. So there is no need for recording studio, voice actor, manual dubbing, or long production cycles. And this allows organizations to quickly create reason-specific awareness content at scale, making the training feel much more realistic and authentic for employees. So, because modern attacks are already AI-driven, security awareness platform also need to become smarter and stay ahead of attackers. We are also building many more AI-powered features, and soon we'll be launching deepfake simulation as well. And that's all from my side. Thank you, everyone. Naman, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sushant, for walking us through all the crazy updates and new product features we are coming up. Hi everyone, this is Naman this side. First of all, thank you so much for joining us today. In terms of what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to majorly talk about the how we are actually putting a metric into people, and what all cross-sell opportunities do you actually have where you can actually generate money through us. So, when we talk about cybersecurity, I'm pretty sure you guys might also be selling a lot of other, products, services. In fact, today I met a CISO, managing 150,000 users, and you won't believe the conversation, right? He said that, I have segmented my cybersecurity in people, process, technology. My process and technology is sorted. My biggest challenge is people. How are you gonna help me get that budget approved in my management, and make it easier for me to onboard you? So that was a very valid question, and that is the question every other customer that you have is asking today. So what we have done in this is we have created a metric. We call that as EVS, the Employee Vulnerability Score, and we also have worked and drilled down basically to create one more metric, that is like phish risk. Now, this is a number. This is like a percentage, the probability of your organization getting hacked in terms of people. Now, this actually helps a lot of customers take this to their management, because when you talk about firewall, DLP, security gateways, endpoint, you have numbers. How many attacks did you save? How many emails did you filter? How many, outbound spoofing emails were you able to stop? But when you talk about people, you don't have any number right now. So we as a community, right, our partners, we are like one, right? We as a community should help our customers in terms of these numbers. If we help them get this fish risk, if we help them understand that, okay, your journey started with around maybe let's say 50% of fish risk, we have brought it down to 4% in 1 year, right? That's like a very good number, a very decent number that helps your people, your customers get that approval from their management. Now, the best time to do these cross-sell opportunities that we have been talking about. Everyone talked about the multiple offerings that we have, right? What we personally felt right, and what has been working for everyone, is exactly 2 months before the renewal period of the particular customer that you have. So let's say you have a TSAT TLMS customer, right? And moving ahead, they are able to, like, they are already, it is already working good. We have two more products that you can actually work on. That is your TD mark and TPIR. So basically in TD mark, and it is easier to pitch TD mark, to be very honest. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, Naman.
Awesome. So when we talk about TD mark, right? Just imagine when you're pitching security awareness, when you're pitching email gateways or whatnot, you have no idea of your competition, you have no idea if they're using anyone, you have zero visibility going into a customer. But that's not the case with TDMark. Though the awareness of DMark as a solution as a technology is lesser, but whenever you're pitching DMark to any vendor, any customer, you will always know who they are using, what policy they are on, how exactly where all they are vulnerable, and it is very easy for you to get inside and generate a DMark opportunity, especially 2 months before their renewal, because that gives you the time and to consolidate everything in the same PO. Not only that, we have filed a patent in the DMark technology, and we are the only one in the entire world. So basically, all these DMark logs, all these outbound emails that are going, the logs they come after 24 hours. You don't have any visibility on which email ID is being compromised. But with us, you get real-time insights. You get within 30 milliseconds, you'll be able to see from which email ID that email went and was that passing your DMAC or not. And not only that, we have actually worked a lot on incident response over emails. Everyone now not only wants the fish risk, but they also want to understand the smart risk of your smart people in your organization. In every simulation, they want to understand how many people are actually aware, how many people are actually going to report these emails. So TPIR and TDMark collectively, has been a very, very successful cross-sell that we have been doing with TSAT, with complete visibility on on where you can just go and pitch your product and, just add value to their PSM dashboards. So what I would personally suggest to you all is maybe, the PSM dashboard helps your customer get that approval, get those budgets approved for your, simulations and everything. And with DMARC and TPR, well, let's just say, let's earn more money together. And with that, I'll, pass on this to Praveen to talk more about upselling opportunities and, many other things.
I hope I'm audible to everyone. Great. First of all, thank you for everyone to join this conference, and amazing insight given already by Naman and Anurag from business point of view and from the technology point of view. What we knew we have already shared by Sushant. Let me give you some understanding now. How do we talk to customers about what we have right now, right? And I want to speak directly to the accounts you already have in your pipeline right now. It may not be for Threatcop. It could be for any solution that you have already either have sold to the customer or you're trying to talk to. But when you talk about Threatcop, there's a simple question that you ask customers, right? The simple question is, what is being done right now to protect the human of your organization? And there will be three plain different kind of scenarios that you will be handling any type of customer that you talk to. We will be talking about all these three different scenarios one by one. So the first scenario is organization is doing nothing, right? It feels like that it is the easiest scenario where we need to convince the customer, just let them know how important doing the phishing is, but it's not that easy because they don't even understand what the loophole is right now, right? So we just need to help them understand what is this gap and how much it actually mattered. And there is a very simple trick to handle this specific kind of customer. Let Threatcop do a free phishing simulation test for certain set of users from different departments. It's a free test that we will do for an organization, and we'll understand how vulnerable they are right now. Once we do this free phishing test for the users, we'll be able to understand what is the vulnerability level from different application mediums, from different department mediums. Then we can pitch the solution, right? Now, while pitching the solution, what could be the differentiation that we can offer is, right now, whatever there is in the market, mostly it is, the solutions talk about email as a main communication channel of hack for social engineering, but it is not the complete truth. Since the beginning of new technologies and AI is in the picture now, we are handling deepfakes, we are handling AI-based scenarios, we are handling WhatsApp-based simulation, phishing scenarios, we are handling social media-based phishing scenarios as well. So that's where Threatcop will help you basically understand a hacker's point of view, that what is the possible communication mediums a hacker can use for a customer's employees to hack them. So it can be definitely email, But email is not the complete picture. It can be a voice call, right? It can be a deepfake. It could be through voice call. It could be through a video. It could be through any channel. It could be WhatsApp, which is one of the biggest attack vector in recent 2 years in terms of social engineering attacks. And we have automated all these attack vectors with the help of AI, which has been mentioned earlier as well, that we have deepfake. We have phishing, where we are using AI to talk to the people and trying to extract the information. In similar function, we have WhatsApp, where we're using AI to talking to the people as a chatbot and trying to extract the information. And each communication medium gives you real insights of the user's behavior from different perspective. And when you have that perspective available, then accordingly, the training that you're going to do could be more contextual for the user, for the department, and for the location as well, right? So the first scenario is when the organization is doing nothing. We need to just help them understand how vulnerable they are by offering them a free phishing test for certain sets of users. And Threatcop will be helping you do that. Right now, let's talk about the second kind of customers that you might talk to, that who are using a competition product, right? And this is where actually the job gets much more easier for a partner to talk to customers because of the USPs that we cater to, right? If I specifically talk about the regions such as Middle East or Southeast Asia, we have our own native cloud-based offering available there, which is not available with the competitions. They have one single global cloud from where all the customers are being served. And data privacy and data protection is one of the major concerns for the critical infrastructure customers, right? So now if you go with a global product, one of the challenge that you might face, you will not be able to scale it for the regional organizations or critical infrastructure organizations or state-owned enterprises. That's where Threatcop can help. We provide you a native cloud support in your own region, but we are not only having that. We also have an on-premise deployment of the solution. So if you want, Threatcop can deploy the solution, can be deployed in the customer's environment, completely free from cloud, completely access free from anywhere. And this is one of the USP, I believe. No one else as a competition of Threatcop is being done by globally, right? So these are the two capacity or two USPs we have from the data privacy perspective. But I'll focus more on each module as well. From the TSAT, the phishing simulation perspective, we talk about different communication mediums, right? Email, WhatsApp, voice call. Then we talk about basically trainings, where we have AI Studio available now, because we understand how important it is to getting educated within your native language. So that's why we have AI Studio available. In DMARC, we have real-time DMARC available, where even none of our competition, I believe, had DMARC platform as a complete offering, right? So that's where we also add the value in terms of PSM framework. Now coming to the last part of now, one more thing that we can talk about with the customer is cybersecurity Olympic. While we understand awareness is a phenomena which cannot be completely tackled virtually, we'll just show you a sample video of what kind of different areas of training that we also work upon. Let's Ratan, just play the video. So what we have just seen here is the kind of awareness we are doing is not basically available to you as a virtual activity, which you can just platformize and sell it to multiple customers. But we are going to help partners to give these opportunities as a physical awareness training boot camps within the organizations or the customers' headquarters, where basically the partners have much more margins to earn. rather than just the license or the processing fee when they have the commission. So this is where we also help customers. And the third last category is basically when we have the customers have some doing the exercise manually but not being done from any of the platform. That's where Threatcop can also help. I believe we are running short of time, so we'll be joining to the next session after this. But feel free to, share your questions in the chat box, and we'll be happy to answer.